Welcome back to the AG Chelsea TV channel. Today, I will bring you the latest news about Chelsea FC from the past 24 hours. Don't forget the familiar time at 6 p.m. UK time. Stay tuned to keep up with all the hot updates about our favorite team. Thank you for always supporting the channel. Chelsea ace undergoes surgery following latest injury setback. Omari Kellyman has undergone successful surgery on a hamstring injury which has caused him to miss the majority of the season. Kellyman arrived at Chelsea last summer from Aston Villa in a deal worth £19 million, but has yet to make his first team debut. The 19-year-old had hoped to make his debut before the end of the season, but suffered another setback playing for the under-21 side. Kellyman initially got injured in September, with Chelsea's plan to send the youngster on loan to a championship club in January. However, Chelsea changed their mind and decided it would best for Kellyman to remain at the club and continue his rehabilitation. Kellyman, who's an attacking midfielder, has made just 3 appearances in the Premier League 2 and picked up his latest injury against Norwich on March 14. When he was substituted after 35 minutes, Romeo Lavia sent the teenager a message of support on Instagram, and Kellyman has now confirmed he's undergone successful surgery. He took to Instagram to share a post of him in his hospital bed with the caption, "Successful surgery, road to recovery starts now." It's been a nightmare first season for Kellyman and one he will absolutely want to forget, but it's unclear what his long-term future looks like at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea are well stocked in the attacking midfield areas, and if the plan was to send Kellyman on loan in January, then it's likely the Blues will look to send him on loan when he's fit to gain first-team experience. The attacker was clearly signed as part of the deal, which saw Maatsen go to Aston Villa to help both clubs comply with profit and sustainability rules. The hard work begins now for the former Villa man, and hopefully he recovers as quickly as possible and gets back out on the pitch. Chelsea make big decision on Jadon Sancho for next season. According to one Chelsea insider this week, the club have now made a big decision on Jadon Sancho for next season and beyond. The Blues are expected to be busy now this summer, and we have had plenty of updates floating around this week already. Transfer expert Fabrizio Romano has put out his latest YouTube video at the weekend with a bunch of info in that. The main takeaway was Romano saying Chelsea are going to be in the market for a new striker, a centre-back, and a winger in the summer, and there has also been a lot of noise regarding Jadon Sancho and whether Chelsea will actually be signing him from Manchester United permanently in the summer or not. The Athletic are reporting that there is a £5 million break clause fee that Chelsea can pay to send him back and terminate the loan obligation to buy. There is also the situation of midfielder Jadon Sancho, who is currently out on loan with Strasbourg until the end of this season. Some have been believing that Chelsea might sell Santos, view that does now seem very unlikely. Writer Simon Phillips has written on his Substack site this week, "Chelsea are putting their summer plans in place and SPTC. Sources have reassured that those plans for next season include Jadon Sancho. We've heard that Santos is not for sale this summer and is currently going to be part of the midfield plans at the club for next season. On the player side, I do know that he is keen to play regular first-team football, but Chelsea hold all the cards on this one, and even though no player is ever completely untouchable, our top source is very clear that Santos will not be sold this summer and the club are planning with him." Chelsea target shock move for Jack Grealish. Manchester City are ready to sell Jack Grealish in the summer transfer window, with Chelsea a possible destination, Team Talk understands, but there are 3 other top clubs keen on the England international, while Pep Guardiola wants a German star to replace him. Grealish has been on the books of Man City since the summer of 2021 when he joined from Aston Villa. The England international midfielder became the most expensive British signing at the time after the Citizens decided to pay £100 million for him following his impressive performances for the Villains. The 29-year-old was expected to raise his game and develop into a world-class player under Man City manager Pep Guardiola, but he has had a mixed spell at the Etihad Stadium so far. While Grealish has won the Premier League title 3 times over, the FA Cup once, and the Champions League on one occasion with Man City, the England international winger has failed to establish himself as a regular in Guardiola's starting lineup. Despite Guardiola hailing Grealish as a fighter who has the sense of the street and can take on the opposition crowd on Man City's official website in February 2025, he is handed the Englishman just 6 starts in the Premier League this season. Team Talk understands that Man City are open to selling Grealish in the summer transfer window. Sources have told us that the defending Premier League champions will want to recoup as much as the £100 million they spent on him. AC Milan and Newcastle United have been confirmed by sources to have an interest in a summer deal for the 29-year-old. With his former club Aston Villa watching his situation closely too, Team Talk has also been intimated by sources that Chelsea have also been mentioned as a possible destination for Grealish, who wants to play at the highest level possible. It would be a shock move for Enzo Maresca's side because their policy has been mainly to sign young and promising players, although it must be noted that the Blues did bring in Raheem Sterling from Man City when he was 27. Superstar submits transfer request to leave Chelsea. Jadon Sancho is already preparing for life away from Chelsea and has asked his agent to secure him another return to Borussia Dortmund this summer. It has been claimed, Sancho spent the second half of last season back on loan at Dortmund after falling out with then Manchester United manager Erik ten Hag. Last summer, the winger swapped Man United for Premier League rivals Chelsea. The Blues captured Sancho on an initial loan which includes the obligation to buy for £20 to £25 million this summer. Sancho got off to a great start at Stamford Bridge but has struggled for goals and assists in recent months, particularly in the Premier League. His last league goal came in the 4-3 victory at Tottenham Hotspur back in December. Sancho's underwhelming form has led to both Chelsea and the player himself considering his options. According to an update from German Sourcebild, the 23-time English international is eyeing a move away from Chelsea ready for next season. Sancho has submitted a transfer request to his agent, asking the representative to secure him a third spell at Dortmund. Sancho still has admirers at Dortmund, particularly after his first spell there where he made a name for himself as one of the best wingers in Europe. The report describes the 25-year-old as a potential superstar capture for BVB. While Sancho might not have lived up to expectations in England, Dortmund fans still have great respect for his top-class ability. It emerged recently that Chelsea will need to pay United £5 million if they decide against signing Sancho permanently this summer. Despite this, Fabrizio Romano has insisted that Chelsea will make the player's loan permanent. Sancho returning to Dortmund for a third time would not be a complete surprise, as Chelsea reporter Simon Phillips has suggested that Blues officials are looking to make an immediate profit on the forward by selling him on. Dortmund are at risk of losing Jamie Gittens amid interest in the 20-year-old from Bayern Munich and several Premier League clubs, and Sancho would be a great replacement. Sancho has also been linked with a move to Italy, as Juventus are long-term admirers and are keeping tabs on the situation, but Sancho's preference to move back to Dortmund means BVB simply must be considered front-runners to strike an agreement. And that's all the latest news about Chelsea in the past 24 hours. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications to support me. Now, goodbye and see you in the next videos on AG Chelsea TV.